Meghan Markle is launching her own line of luxury fruit preserves and jams. This project, which has been confirmed by Meghan herself through a launch on Instagram, has drawn significant attention due to her celebrity status. However, as we dig deeper into the financial dynamics, consumer behavior trends, and broader economic conditions, it becomes clear that this business venture may struggle to succeed in the long run. We will explore why selling high-end jam, even with a well-known figure like Meghan Markle behind it, is not a viable business model. We will delve into the broader economic challenges of launching a luxury food product, the shifting consumer values in a time of economic strain, and how Meghan Markle's public persona, particularly in light of her past actions and strained family relationships, may impact the success of her new business. While this venture might generate initial excitement, its sustainability is questionable, especially in today's climate of rising costs and social tensions. The economics of high-end jam production and consumer challenges. The production of high-end jam involves sourcing premium ingredients, often organic or rare fruits, as well as high-quality packaging designed to emphasize exclusivity. These factors can significantly raise production costs compared to mass-produced jams, with prices for such artisanal products potentially ranging from $10 to $30 per jar. While this pricing aligns with the narrative of exclusivity and luxury, it also means that the target market for these products is relatively small, especially when considering the current economic climate. With inflation on the rise and the cost of living increasing, particularly for essential goods, consumers are more price-conscious than ever. The price of basic food items like eggs has soared, with egg prices rising by over 40% in recent months, forcing many households to reassess their spending. In this context, a luxury product like high-end jam, even if it is marketed as artisanal and premium, is unlikely to be seen as a priority for most consumers. Meghan's new venture into the preserves market comes at a time when many consumers are grappling with economic uncertainty and tight budgets. Like other luxury food items, artisanal jam faces the challenge of appealing to a niche market, which may be limited in scope. A similar fate has befallen other boutique food brands, such as Mason Jar Jam, which struggled to maintain profitability despite initial success, ultimately closing down due to rising ingredient costs and lack of broader market penetration. Market saturation and consumer perceptions of luxury food. The luxury food market is already crowded, with numerous products vying for attention. High-end jams would need to stand out in an increasingly competitive space where premium honey, organic pickles, and gourmet sauces are also competing for consumer dollars. Unlike products like wine or fine coffee, which have cultural and experiential significance, jam is generally considered a staple, and the market for luxury jams is much smaller. In Meghan Markle's case, her celebrity status will likely give her jam line an initial boost in visibility. But celebrity-driven ventures don't always translate into long-term success. Many high-profile figures have launched luxury food brands that fizzled out over time, often due to a lack of sustained demand or a failure to evolve, with shifting consumer preferences. The Oprah Winfrey interview, Meghan's Netflix documentary, and her Spotify podcast Archetypes have brought significant attention to her, but they have also fueled divisions and controversy. Consumers may be intrigued by the idea of a high-end jam line from someone like Meghan Markle, but as they consider the pricing, they will likely question whether it is worth the expense. The desire for quality and authenticity is important in the luxury food space, but consumers are also becoming more cautious about spending when the economic outlook is uncertain. For many, a jar of premium jam, no matter how well marketed, may simply not justify the cost. The role of public persona and consumer loyalty. Consumer behavior today is heavily influenced by values and ethical considerations. As the trend of ethical consumerism continues to rise, people increasingly want to support brands that align with their personal values, whether that means sustainability, social responsibility, or authenticity. Unfortunately for Meghan, her public persona may complicate the relationship between her brand and potential customers. Meghan Markle has, for better or worse, become a polarizing figure. While she has presented herself as an advocate for causes such as women's empowerment, mental health, and social justice, her actions, particularly after stepping away from the royal family, have led to criticisms of hypocrisy and inconsistency. Meghan's Oprah Winfrey interview, where she spoke about her strained relationships with the royal family, created significant division in public opinion. Statements such as, "I don't think that we're meant to be around this type of negativity," set the tone for her exit from royal life, but also left many questioning her motives and her treatment of family ties. Additionally, Meghan has made public statements about distancing herself from her own father, Thomas Markle, and the rest of her family. She has criticized her father and the ongoing tension between them has been well documented in the media. This distancing, coupled with the very public fallout from her relationship with the royal family, raises questions about Meghan's ability to maintain the familial values she promotes through her brand. Meghan's own rejection of family connections, both with the royal family and with her estranged father, runs counter to the values of family unity that many of her potential customers hold dear. For a brand that seeks to promote the ideals of love, connection, and authenticity, Meghan's public rejection of these values in her own life becomes difficult to reconcile. If she is unable to maintain these values within her personal relationships, why should consumers trust her brand to be any different? The danger of hypocrisy in branding. For any brand to succeed, it must be authentic. In Meghan Markle's case, while her luxury jam line may offer high-quality products, the perception of her brand is bound to be shaped by her public image. Consumers today are increasingly wary of celebrity-driven products, especially when those celebrities appear to be disconnected from the values they promote. In Meghan's case, her actions regarding her own family and her criticism of the royal institution make her brand's ethical foundations questionable to a segment of the potential market. A particularly striking example of hypocrisy is Meghan's stance on protecting her children from the public eye. Throughout various media appearances, she has repeatedly emphasized the importance of shielding her children from the public spotlight. However, in recent months, Meghan has increasingly featured her children, Archie and Lilibet, on her social media platforms. This shift has led to accusations of using her children's names and images for personal gain, while claiming to prioritize their privacy. This inconsistency between Meghan's public declarations and her actions could be a major point of contention for potential buyers. Consumers who value privacy and integrity in their personal lives may be turned off by the contradiction in Meghan's messaging. This hypocrisy could undermine the brand's authenticity and make it difficult for consumers to form a genuine connection with the product or the founder. Meghan Markle's decision to launch a luxury fruit, preserves and jams line might attract initial media attention and curiosity, but the long-term success of this venture is far from guaranteed. The high-end jam market, while appealing to a niche demographic, faces significant challenges in the current economic climate, where rising costs of living and inflation are forcing consumers to prioritize essential goods over indulgent purchases. Additionally, Meghan's controversial public persona, particularly her rejection of the royal family, her strained relationship with her father, and her shifting stance on privacy, creates a disconnect between the values her brand promotes and the actions she has taken in her personal life. In today's market, where consumers are increasingly driven by their ethical values, it is unlikely that Meghan's luxury jam line will resonate with a broad consumer base. Without aligning her brand with authentic, universally embraced values, such as family connection, duty, and service, her high-end preserves may fail to gain the long-term loyalty needed for success. Ultimately, while the product may generate some early buzz, its future will depend heavily on how well it can navigate both market pressures and public perception. Without overcoming these challenges, Meghan Markle's luxury jam brand may struggle to carve out a lasting space in the competitive world of luxury food products.